What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chris's Watch Movie Party. I'm Chris,
I'm Shell.
and tonight we are both checking out the movie Rust for the first time. Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been waiting to watch this movie for a few weeks. So I had the opportunity to watch it a few weeks ago when it was released, but I thought I'd wait and then do it with the channel.
Excellent. I hope it's decent.
Yes, me too. Like I said just backstage, I've tried to stay away from any sort of spoilers or anything. I did see a couple of things people have had a few little mixed reactions about it, but
I don't know much about it, to be honest. I don't even know much about the controversy. I just I watched the trailer yesterday for the first time just to see, kind of what we were in for.
yeah. Well, all I can really say is the general synopsis of the film is I'm guessing it's Alec Baldwin's uh, not his son, like his grandson or something. He accidentally shoots someone.
Shoots a farmer.
Yeah, and then obviously they send him to trial, and then they want to hang him, and he ends up escaping.
Yep.
That's really about it. And then obviously, besides the tragedy that happened on the set, that's all I really know. And there's an actress in this film. She played the mother of Rose from Titanic.
Oh, I don't know that I'll remember her.
I'll point her out
It's
to
been
her.
a minute since I saw
Yeah,
Titanic.
I'll point it out to her.
It's been a minute since I saw Titanic. I live there.
Yeah.
Titanic. Ugh.
But anyway, what you want to do is, if you want to watch the film along with us, there's a link in the chat. Just click on that, and it will send you to a private room, and it'll ask you just for a microphone and a camera. Just disable that, and then it will just continue on, and you'll be able to watch the same feed of movie we are watching. So we might as well get stuck onto it. 3, 2, 1, play. Did you get any film watching done?
No. We were outside because it's supposed to rain for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
I thought we'd spend the day outside yesterday.
I ended up watching SWAT last night after we finished with Colin Farrell and Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen that one. There's another SWAT movie. I think I've seen that one.
Yeah. And then I watched that other one we were talking, which I mentioned last night, that 11-14.
Right. How was that?
That was weird.
I like weird.
It's one of those movies where they something happens in the first sort of 2 minutes of the film, and then all the characters in it sort of shows you from their like a little story of their character,
and
then it comes to this one event.
Oh, okay.
And then I ended up checking out Sinners, which was pretty good.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah.
You're not racist?
No.
I haven't really heard much about it other than people really like it.
It's not what I thought it would be. That was for sure.
I'd really like to get some done today. other than Tombstone, and yeah, Tombstone has to be it. This is my first Western that I haven't watched without my dad.
Yeah.
That's why I hesitated, because I didn't want to cry.
Yeah.
My dad loved John Wayne, loved him. So I've seen all of most of. I'd say 85% of the John Wayne movies. I even have favorites.
Okay.
My dad said it was punishment because I watched The Goonies so much that he could quote it, which was pretty hilarious. I'd be watching it, and he'd yell from the kitchen whatever the line was, you know?
Yeah. Well, I've had the opening track from Buddy the Breakfast Club in my head all day.
Buddy, be in your heart forever. I fear this is going to be a quiet one. I'm not gonna
Probably.
say too much about it. Oh my gosh. Ow.
Finally got him to sink. Yeah, I do know when they returned back to filming this, they shot in 2 different locations. They must have bulldozed all the sets from the original.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I saw yesterday that Final Reckoning already made 100 million.
Has it?
They're still 300 short of their budget, but
Yeah.
I think they'll make it. My friend wants to see it this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, are you up to see it again? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. And was that 100 million, was that worldwide or just US?
Not sure. Globally.
Globally. I saw this thing the other day. They're going to build a bloody a Top Gun experience in Las Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
That's neat.
So it's going to have like some of the stuff there from the films and like some, I'm guessing some like reenactment, like that you can experience yourself.
That's neat.
I was thinking what they need to do is they need to do the flight run,
Mm-hmm.
so we can actually sit in a chair and see what that would feel like.
Oh, that'd be neat.
We actually get that pilot view.
Would be neat. Well, they figured out the plot for Top Gun 3.
Yeah, I read that too. I saw that he said he had it in the bag.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. He said he waited so long to do Maverick because he didn't have the story. It took him 30
Yeah.
years to get the story, and it made $1 billion. So now all of a sudden we're ready 2 years later.
Yeah.
Freaking moth is killing me. There must be a family of them because I don't think they live that long. But I don't know. I'll obviously go see it.
Yeah. But like I said before, I'm just like I would just be bloody excited to see what they can beat than that bloody that mission where he
Mhm.
tested out.
Yep. And for whatever they're gonna call 3, Glenn Powell and Miles Teller are coming back.
That's good.
I wish they'd bring that girl back. The girl who was,
You're the main one. Yeah, so do I.
yeah, I liked her a lot. Well, they certainly didn't treat them as juveniles back then, did they?
No.
We're just gonna we're just gonna hang you at the ripe age of a kid can't be more than what, 13?
When you get a good look at her face, that's Rose's mother there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Isn't that oh, damn, wrong mouse. I still didn't find my mouse, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, you kind of need one without the other for a computer.
I know. And this is my trivia mouse, so I have to make sure that I take it today because I'm hosting. Frances Fisher. Yeah, that is her. I think she was married to Clint Eastwood. Yeah, she was married to Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, but when I watched the Helena documentary, like her face kept like bugging at me. It's like, I know who that is, but I don't know. And then that's when I found out. I was like, oh, yeah, that's Rose's mother.
Oh, they weren't married. They just had a baby together. IMDb rating is 5.3.
For this film.
Yeah, a lot of people gave it a 1.
Yeah, it went down pretty quick. Yeah, apparently they rewrote the script so they didn't have to film that scene in the church.
Oh. Been relocated to a saloon. That scene.
Okay.
So Baldwin was charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
On day 3, the court dismissed the charges with prejudice, meaning he cannot be retried because there was withholding of evidence in the trial.
Yeah, that was all in the documentary as well. In the documentary at the end.
Well, I'd be interested to know what they withheld. How far are we taking?
Yeah, I am keeping an eye on the buildings to see if there's any like remnants of the church at all.
Yeah. Every Western has this scene. Having to pull the hammer back in every shot. That'd be a pain
Yeah.
in the ass. No one's reloading. And they all shot like 12 to 15 shots. Those are pretty big 6-shooters. And they're really bad shots.
No comment of mine. I've never fired a gun in my life.
Oh, I have. Lots of them. G just bought a new 9mm. It's pretty.
Yeah.
He's very excited.
Frankie's saying hello to you again.
Hi, how you doing, Frankie? What's going on? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, Frankie, I'm not sure what like device you're on. Like, if you got another one like with you, like an iPad or something, just load it up and then click on the link in the chat, and you'll be able to watch the film along with us.
Yeah, the key to that door. I mean, the hell out of here. Can't believe they're going to hang this kid. I mean, I understand he shot the guy and he should be punished, but for God's sake,
Yeah.
he's like, what, 13? Cinnamon coffee today with that cinnamon honey coffee creamer.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it the same cream you
Oh,
had the other day?
oh, yeah, I actually bought a new bottle. It's being delivered later. It's good stuff. Oh, I got him. No, I didn't. The movie's very dark.
Yes, it is. It was a low budget. Apparently, they didn't have access to some things.
You know, and they didn't have overhead lighting back then, you know.
Yeah.
The show's okay, Frankie. We're not really sure if we're going to like the whole movie or not. This is a first time watch for both Chris and I, which is unusual because Chris has usually seen what we're watching and I haven't. That guy looks like somebody too. He's 13.
13?
Yeah, I just caught it on the IMDb page.
I remember those old school water containers. Haven't done that in years, Red the old horse.
When my mom met my dad, he had horses, and the one I was on decided he was gonna throw me.
Yeah.
Well, throw. So my mom was falling off. I was fine, but then she grabbed me. We both hit the deck.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, I went to like a camp in school. That's pretty much all we did all week was ride horses.
I wasn't. I mean, they're beautiful, but they weren't my. I'd rather a dog.
Yeah. Emma's friend's got a horse, so I've been around her house a few times and then always pat it when I'm there.
Yeah, I used to feed them and pet them whenever I was down there, but not my cup of tea.
Is that Jake Busey?
Yep,
Thought so.
it is.
Apparently Jensen Ackles was meant to be in this as well, and then he had to pull out.
I read that. Yep, because of the delay after the incident. By the time that they were shooting again, he was connected to other
Yeah.
projects. Kid's having a bad year. Careful. You know he knows how to use it.
I want a bunny rabbit.
We had one when I was in 7th grade in science. We had all these animals in our classroom,
Yeah.
and I had that teacher for homeroom. So we got to feed them and take more care of them than, the science classes did. And over long weekends or like Easter break or whatever, when we were gone for a week, he offered the chance for the kids to take the animals home.
Yeah.
And I took the bunny home a couple times.
Okay.
It was Peaches. It was the sweetest little thing. It was like the size of my hand. She
Yeah.
would sit like right here,
Yeah.
and I would watch TV with my grandma or whatever, and he would just give her some stuff to nibble on, and she'd eat it right out of my hand. It was super sweet. I
Yeah.
didn't want one. I was happy with the dog,
Yeah.
but it was cool to hang out with her.
Yeah, I'd love to get one sort of hang around in the house, but I don't know what the cats would be like with it.
Well, that'd be interesting. Frankie, do you mean when did we start watch parties? Or do you mean when did we start this movie?
Oh, that's how I took it was when did we start watching this film, but I can say it now. When did you guys start movie watches?
July.
Yeah, July 4th last year.
Here we watched Twister.
Twister was our first film we did together.
And we started watching this movie 45 minutes ago or so at roughly 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. If I remember, you're from the East Coast, so that should be you. I feel like he's overacting. Like he's forcing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can say that.
I mean, this kid's definitely better than him.
Well, I'm guessing what they're saying about his character so far. He's supposed to be this big hard ass anyway, so I can sort of see where his overacting's coming from.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, what's the purpose of the coins on the eyes?
I don't remember. I'll look it up because there was a thing to it. Wrong now. According to the legend, the coins were a bribe or payment used to bury the dead into the underworld. While it might sound strange in modern times, the practice brought peace to ancient people, agent, ensuring their family members made it safely to the afterlife.
Okay.
And this one says coins for the dead is a form of respect for the dead or the bereaved or bereavement. Practice began in classical antiquity when people believed the dead needed coins, so they needed coins to pay to get to wherever they were going. I did not put coins on my parents' eyes. My sister believes that if you open the window in the room of someone that just died, then their soul, their spirit will go out the window, go to where it's got to go, not out the window.
Okay.
Um, so when my dad passed and we were here, she opened the window. And
Yeah.
then when my mom passed, she arrived here like, excuse me, 5 minutes after my mom died. And I went in the room a little later to give, I gave her and her family time with my mom. And then I went back in and it was freezing in November, but the window was open.
Yeah.
Oh, they see Ain't a lot in this movie. Didn't they have two horses?
He just let one of them go.
I missed that part. Oh my god. So they were rude and belligerent then too. It was nominated for one award and it won. The award is the Alliance of Women Film Journalists.
Whatever that is.
It's the EDA Special Mention Award, Hall of Fame, Alec Baldwin. Hall of Shame.
Yeah.
He won in 2022. No, he was nominated in 22. And the reason is producers, crew, and cast of Rust for not following proper safety protocol, causing the tragic death. So, because of that incident, it won the Hall of Shame award.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So they were comparing dick size back then.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
No, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, the armorer just got out of jail the other day too.
The what? Oh, the armor. Oh. Not sure how I feel about that either. Did she say what I think she said?
A hard cock? Yes, she did.
Yep. Okay.
I think she's a pro.
That makes sense. I wonder who thought of she. I didn't realize they had them then.
Have you seen the movie A Million Ways to Die in the West?
No.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about it, but I never thought. Let's look it up.
Yeah, I think we're doing it the 2nd of August. If you like Ted and Ted 2, you'll like that. It's that sort of. It's obviously it's a Seth MacFarlane film, so
We certainly are watching a lot of Liam Neeson, aren't we?
we're only doing one more, aren't we? Oh, that's right. He's in that too.
Giovanni Ribisi, Neil Patrick Harris, Rex Lynn.
Yeah, I always forget that buddy Liam Neeson's even in that film.
There it is. That would be me if I tried smoking, hacking up a lung. God,
Oh,
why
it
can't
ain't
I
pleasant.
pick
It ain't pleasant, that's for sure.
Yeah, never done it. Which is weird because my entire family smoked like chimneys, especially my parents. I cannot. I am uncomfortable today everywhere I am. Did you say it was time for bed?
I think so.
Because that's early for me. The sun is still shining. Oh, that kid's trying to be smart. I didn't realize they had printing presses either. Rip, head is up my ass. $500,000 then was like $1 million now.
Yeah, it's funny when you watch stuff like from where it's set in the olden times and you look at the rewards and stuff, and you're like, "Was that?" That's not much these days.
Did I? Oh, when I was rewatching Mission Impossible for our big stream, um, Tom Cruise asked Job for $150,000,
Yeah,
and he says it like I want $4 billion. He
yeah,
says $150,000, like it's a lot of money. Which I
yeah,
mean, for you and me, that's a lot of money.
yeah.
Like she's gonna pay way more than that. Up your ante, Ethan. Next, I have to watch two again. I'm super thrilled about it.
Are you doing the big deep dive now?
Well, I figure I'm gonna have to watch 8 again,
Yeah,
so I'll just kind of pace them out rather than binge watching them like we did.
yeah.
Maybe one a week. It's gonna rain a lot, so I might get 2 or 3 done this week.
I'm just gonna get a drink.
Okay. It'll be a long trip.
Where were they? What state were that? Did they actually start in?
Okay. I wanted to say Texas, but that doesn't make sense because they're going to Mexico.
Oh, someone's getting hanged.
A watch party.
Oh, when I used to watch Ghost Adventures, and they did like some of the investigations in the prisons. They said they used to do that. Like the people that lived in the town would come and watch people get hung.
Crazy. I'd go, but I'm disturbed.
Yeah. Bit of celery got used that day.
It was quick, his neck snapped. Sometimes they hang there and they're twitching.
Yeah.
The neck doesn't break.
Well, he's twitching.
He is twitching. Why do they have a dog? I mean, I agree. You should always have a dog, but I don't know that the dog is best in this situation.
Maybe it throws it. Maybe because it's got the dog paws on the floor, so it throws the bounty hunters off their trail. I guess.
Maybe. Oh, brother. Looks like they didn't bring the dog. Not these guys, obviously, but the it didn't look like it was on his lap. Excuse me. I know I've seen him in other stuff. The only thing I can see him in is tied to the pole in Identity.
Um, he was in The Frighteners, which I know we've talked about before.
Yeah, they did bring the dog. I didn't really enjoy The Frighteners. I didn't finish it. Maybe I wasn't in the right headspace. Why would you trade the eyeball?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, like Michael J. Fox in that movie. He was chasing like a, it was like a ghost figure thing. It had like a sort of ghost face sort of robe on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was him when he became human form.
Oh,
What else have I seen? Oh, Tom.
oh,
Tom.
it is.
Sorry.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is he in?
Tomcats comedy with Jerry O'Connell.
Do you know that came up on IMDb this morning? As
Oh,
you know how the ad comes up at first? It was
okay.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
What else has he been in?
Shot his hat off. Good shot, buddy.
He was an enemy of the state. He was one of the people chasing Will Smith.
Hmm. Oh, that's on Tubi. Tomcats. Well, the trailer looks hilarious.
It's not too bad. It is on our list to do at some point.
I'll write it down. Maybe I'll watch it today. I would die without this iPad, I'm telling you.
He's done a lot of TV shows and stuff, or just a lot of movies that I haven't seen.
got 12 upcoming projects. That's a lot.
Yeah, I think he's always very busy. He just doesn't seem to do very big role films.
Yeah, 2 TV shows he was on. I saw, I watched, and I remember him on them. You just like, oh no, there's 3. You just need that reminder, you know.
Yeah.
God, he's been in a lot. More than 10 TV shows he's been on that I've seen, but I only remember like 5 of them. I forgot about him in Enemy of the State, where he's in contact with Jodie Foster. He's in Twister. He's in Twister?
Yeah, I just saw that, and I've seen that like recently. I believe I don't think you really see him. I think he was just a back character. I think he was in on Gary Lewis's team.
Right. Well, yeah, he would have to be, right. I don't remember. My goodness, he's been in a lot of stuff. 123 things with 12 in the pipe. The scene I saw on the trailer was when he's in the bedroom and they tie him up with the stuffed animals.
Yeah.
And they start raising it up. It reminded me of Scream.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tom Getz for a while.
Excuse me. Don't yawn. You're gonna make me yawn. Looks like he might be coming over. I've greeted people at the door like that. It's in
What do
my
you want?
pocket, but
Yeah.
no, same idea. I knew the kid was going to dump the dog on him. The voice is very familiar to me.
Oh, this guy.
No. I think it's the guy on the right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hope all day isn't like this. I mean, even my hair, which I'm always messing with, but today it's worse. Well, hello, Penelope. What's up? You coming? No, we're about halfway, right?
What are we?
A little more than halfway. You're late. Come on, babe. I'm gonna have to get you your own camera. You could be on TV.
Yeah, hour and 24 in.
Good timing. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah. I have to figure out why my Bluetooth isn't working. And get this damn wired thing out of my ear. It keeps falling out. They ate a lot of steak back then.
Good old protein.
Oh, I love steak. Ribeye done medium, perfect medium, and all I can eat crab legs, and I am yours for life. It's not time, honey. You gotta lay down, okay? I think when we do the purge and scream and stuff, I'm gonna see if so I can take them to Jacob
Yeah.
because it's gonna be a really long day,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be really angry. And it's really not fair to them, to have to be in their crate for a couple hours while we watch or scoot
Yeah.
up the couch. Of course, I could take 4 and we could go outside and play because I hate 4.
In all honesty, I'm only expecting us. I'm only expecting us two to do them as well.
I look forward to it. You can tell Identity was a long time ago because Jake Busey has aged. I'm not saying badly.
Yeah,
He has aged.
it was definitely a lot thinner. That was for sure.
Absolutely. Of course, with the beard, that adds years.
Yeah.
Nobody looks younger with facial hair. So that could be it too.
What year was Identity to Identity?
Early 2000s, I think. Late 90s, very late 90s.
2003.
Oh, in a minute. Cusack hasn't done anything in a while. At least not that I know of. More fireworks last night,
Okay.
which was awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was. Like when I saw the video of that, I thought maybe it was like a power transformer or something.
Oh no, that would be cool though. No, it was neighbors doing fireworks. Next to me is my sister's Airbnb,
Yeah,
and then through their backyard, across our dirt road, is a house, and that's where the fireworks were. But
yeah,
it's very open. It's very loud. I mean, we could hear each other talk. We
yeah.
can't hear what we're saying, or make it out, but we can hear each other talk.
Yeah, John Cusack's last two movies he's done was a movie called Fog War, never heard of it, and Detective Chinatown, never heard of that either.
Never heard of either of them. What year was it?
2025.
Really?
Yeah, but he's got nothing in the pipeline though.
Got to be straight to streaming. Oh, I got puppy. Oh, they're gonna get shot. Albert. Where'd the sheriff go?
Well, this dude's someone else, isn't he?
So that those two leave and he showed up? Did I miss
Yeah.
that? Where's my brain? I totally missed that. When he started talking, I was like, who the hell is he? I must have been talking to Penelope. This is weird.
I think he just wants to get a piece, I think.
We'll get it done and move on. This is weird. Like, what's the purpose of this scene? Thinking about getting that down. Parker, go back to bed. For a minute. It's not fun. What's wrong? Oh, is he gonna kill her?
I think so.
I see movies like this, I always think, God, they must all have terrible breath.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't any crest back then.
Yeah, that's what I think when I watch Back to the Future 3. I'm like, Biff doesn't look like he's showered in a while.
All right, that scene didn't have to be in it. Do you think that scene was necessary?
I don't think so. I'm thinking a lot of this movie probably could have been cut out, to be honest with you, so far.
Uh-huh. This is, I don't know. It's not a good movie, I don't think. Still, nobody's reloading. They didn't have fast reloaders back then. So they're shooting like 12 shots out of a 6-shooter. Now what are you going to do? No horsies. You've been shot.
Well, that little shootout scene there must have been shot pretty early because that was in the documentary.
That scene.
Yeah. And the shooting took place on the 17th day of shooting. So,
Mm. "38 and 19, that's an age gap."
that was probably a thing back then.
Yeah. I had an 11-year age gap, which was, it wasn't bad because I was older. I wasn't 19. But
Yeah.
um, he talks about stuff that he did in the 80s. Like
Yeah.
in 1980, he joined the Air Force.
Yeah.
I was 6.
Yeah.
Kind of freaky. That's when the age gap is weird. I was 6 and he was 17, you know? can get gangrenous real fast. And that bounty hunter will be able to smell them. Have you ever eaten rabbit?
If I have, it would have been when I was a kid.
It's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't like buy it or anything, but my dad hunted, so
Yeah.
I eat a whole bunch of weird stuff. And when I was a kid, before my parents met, I was offered rattlesnake.
Okay.
It's very salty.
Very salty.
Really, they always say everything tastes like chicken. Well,
Yeah.
rattlesnake tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
It's like you poured half a bucket of salt on it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so salty, it was pretty good. But it was really weird. Like they cooked it. I don't know how. I was not privy to that, thank God. But then they brought it out on maybe like a cookie sheet, sliced
Yeah.
the middle, sliced down the back, and then you would pull out the bones, and that's how you
Yeah.
ate it. 'Cause that's where all the meat is. It was. I wish I had a picture of it. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, as I can remember, I've just eaten the general meats: cow, chicken, lamb.
That squirrel, kind of like rabbit. Like it's not bad, but kind of blasé. Lots of deer meat.
But also, if I had duck.
Oh, I've never had duck.
Just tastes like chicken, but probably more sweeter.
I've had lamb. I was not a fan. That was really dry.
I don't eat it. I don't eat it too often. This is in like a lamb gyros or something.
I've had alligator.
Yeah, I haven't had that either.
Very fishy. It tastes like fish.
Fish.
Yeah. I wouldn't have. I didn't get it. Somebody else did, but it was definitely not on my list of. Oh, I'll order that again. I think that's it. Oh, I've had bear, moose.
Yeah.
Moose is really good. There's barely any fat in it. You would think because they're so big, there'd be a lot of fat. There's not.
Yeah.
Delicious.
And I've never had anybody offal either.
Anybody what?
Like offal, like kidneys and all that.
Oh no.
All that shit.
No, no.
Liver,
No
brains.
internal organs. No, no. My grandmother loved the neck of the turkey.
Hmm.
Then
I'm not a big.
my
I'm
parents
not a
met.
big. Sorry,
Go ahead.
I
You're
was
not
gonna
a
say
big
I've
turkey
never.
fan?
I've never been a turkey fan.
I enjoyed it when I was a kid, and now Kevin makes me meatloaf on Thanksgiving.
I just find turkey dry, no matter how anyone cooks it.
Hmm. And they've taken to deep frying it,
Yeah,
which destroys the skin, which is the only part of the turkey I enjoy. Normally,
yeah,
I have a pile of turkey skin on my plate
yeah,
and then potatoes and meatloaf because I love meatloaf. And then when my parents met, my dad's mom, it liked the neck too. So there's only one neck. So they went every other year. My grandma'd get it, the nanny'd get it, and
yeah,
my grandmother loved liver. Loved it. Liver and onions.
yeah.
So disgusting. I bought liver for the girls because it's really good for them. And I mean, it's good for people too. It's got boatloads of protein in it. But I had to cut it up and I put it in the crock pot and then I ground it up. So it
Yeah.
was almost like puree. And it was so disgusting. It was so awful. I was telling Jacob and he's like, Mom, we have to talk about something else or I'm going to throw up.
Yeah. I've had pureed chicken before.
My gram got too sick to stay home alone. She went in a nursing home and she was really good for the first year and a half or so. And then she started to slide and she couldn't swallow regular food. So they would puree it and all of
Yeah,
her food looked like applesauce. She would get a tray and then in the center of it where the normal food went, it would be just like the meat would be red and the whatever would be brown and then the applesauce would be, applesauce.
yeah.
I hated watching her eat. It was terrible. And she's like, Michelle, this stuff tastes like shit. So I'm their grandma, it's just ham, and they just grind it down so it's easier for you. And she's like, it sucks.
Yeah.
Conversating. Oh, it is deep.
Yeah, for my first meal after my hiatus hernia, that's what I had to eat was pureed chicken, mashed potato, and like mashed peas.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's,
had to eat before they let me go home.
that's unfortunate. I never pureed anything in my life until I pureed that liver.
Yeah,
And I was going to make 2 batches of it, but I was nauseous, so I froze the rest of it. We'll do this another time. Should have let them hang the kid. Oh, he's leaking.
Hey,
That was pretty realistic. That was good. And we don't care about anybody else. They're just shooting at each other. Oh, there he is. Nothing, Parker. Okay. Uh-oh. So what happens if they make it to the Mexican border? Is it like they can't the law can't cross it?
I think that was the interpretation before.
Okay. He's a wackadoodle. It's beautiful wherever they're actually shooting.
Um,
Oh, almost. I know you're dying.
so it says Santa Fe, New Mexico, uh, Bonza Creek Ranch, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Yellowstone Ranch, Paradise Valley, Montana.
Hmm. That makes sense. It's beautiful. Kevin went to Montana a couple years ago in the winter. They drove
Yeah.
back. Pictures he took were unbelievable. Oh, I don't know about that.
And the Bonza Creek Ranch was where they were shooting first. Right in the heart.
Window just popped up on my computer all by itself. And it says, your account, and then it gives my Gmail address, has a critical security alert. Check if an app you don't trust has access to your data. He's gonna die before they get back there. He might die right here. Yep. Nope, not dead. Having a bad day.
I'm guessing we're going to see him hanging. That'll be the end of the movie.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just, you figure he's gonna get hung and they just end it like now. Or they'll show the kid in Mexico, yeah. That's his house.
Must be.
Well, guess we're right. Hi, beautiful. What's up? That's grandma, right? She's the mother's mother, right?
Yeah.
Even back then, money got you out of stuff. Right. People are there to see a show, damn it. Give them a show. What are you looking for?
So that's the end. That's the end of that movie. Definitely a one-time watch.
What'd you think?
I won't say it's bad but obviously westerns aren't really my thing. So
Right.
I think if you're probably like more of a western, you probably might enjoy it a lot more.
Agreed. I thought it was okay. I mean, I definitely, like you said, a one-timer. But I don't know. It was. I think it tried too hard.
Yeah.
Good. Like you said, a lot of it could have been cut out to make it shorter.
Yep.
I would have liked it if it were like a thriller instead of a western. You know, like the
Yep.
kid accidentally killed the neighbor, and then somebody came to help him, and they were running through the streets of San Francisco or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I can
That
say
would have
that.
been
Yeah.
more my, yeah, that
Yeah.
would have been more my bag. Right?
Yeah.
I'm good.
And I think I was going to say, I think we only got one glimpse of the church, and I think when he got hung, I think it was behind him. I think.
Yeah, it was right at the end with that kid. Who was the kid? Did I miss that too?
That's a good question.
The kid at the very end who ran to him and they hugged like they knew each other. I mean, the kid obviously knew his name. I don't.
Was that
I
his
don't
younger?
know who he was.
Was that his younger brother from the start of the movie?
I don't know.
Because he was the older brother of the two.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sleeping on the job, I am.
So that's the end of the stream, everyone, and we'll be back for a comedy horror movie on Friday night when we watch The Monkey. We hope to see you there for that one.
Thanks for watching.
Night, everybody.